Okay, Bezrat Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Torah Memdalet and Nikute Moran. So the person needs to spread his hands, to open his hands to Hashem Yitbarach and to pray. Utfilah היא בחינת Emunah. And the prayer is in the aspect of faith, כמו שכתוב, like that it's written, ויהי ידיו אמונה עד בועד שמש, that his hands were full with faith until the sun came. The person cannot say, no, I'm going to pray, and that's it. You need to pray and to pray and to pray until the sun will rise. When it's still darkness, when it's still dark, you cannot stop praying. You're not praying for the salvation, you're praying for the salvation of Hashem. You cannot say, no, I'll do 1 hour on that topic, and if I'm not going to receive it, so then what? You need to be ready always to pray, always to call Hashem, always to prepare yourself to your avodah, to what Hashem wants for me. Hashem wants for me that I'm going to be an honest person, a man of truth, that I'm going to follow the truth, that I'm going to commit myself to the truth, and not for no reward, just for the fact that it's the truth. So if I don't have a solution how to save myself and how to redeem myself and how to rescue myself and how to help myself, except of tefillah, except of through prayers, so it's not like that after 1 hour I can find another solution. That's only if you don't have faith. If you don't have faith, so you can say, okay, you know what, I'm going to pray for 1 hour, I'm going to do 2 hours, 6 hours on that, I'm going to have salvation. But it's because you don't have faith. When you have faith, you know that you don't have any other solution. Life and death are playing in the same court, in the same spot. You're dead or alive in that moment. You have faith and you don't have hope, and the only hope that you have is only from Hashem, is in the same place. This is why the righteous people are very broken people. And like we heard, if you remember, from the Admor, the Biale Rebbe, that he was talking here in the Chanukat Bait, and the Biale Rebbe said, who, between righteous people, who is reaching a higher level? The one that's been crushed more than his friend. If you're holding the faith, ויהי ידיו אמונה עד בוא השמש, you need to hold your hands in faith until the sun will rise. Not to fulfill your obligation. No, I pray for that. I made 1 hour on that, and that I made my 6 hours on that. No. You need to understand, if Hashem Yitbarach is in charge, so Hashem Yitbarach is your solution. And if you finish doing sha'ah on it, 1 hour on it, it doesn't mean that you achieved your goal. And that until Hashem will answer you, you need to work. Every person can find inside of himself that bad feeling of Yetzer Hara talking to him and breaking his spirit and telling him, look, you're not worthy, and you're not waking up in the morning, and you're not learning enough in Beit Midrash, and you're not praying a minyan, and you're not this, and you're not that, and you're weak, and you're not keep the advice that you know, the things that you learned so many times, and you're not doing it. But if you see that Hashem Yitbarach is rebuking you, you need to remember, Et asher yoav Hashem yochiach. Hashem Yitbarach is rebuking you out of His loving kindness, because that He loves you. You look at other people and you say, hey, he's not suffering like I suffer. He's not going through what I'm going through. The truth is that he's not going through what you go through because Hashem Yitbarach is not fixing him and repairing him and rebuking him and educating him like that He's doing with you. You suffer more because Hashem Yitbarach took you more seriously to fix you. Because you revealed your will to Hashem Yitbarach many times, and you told Hashem Yitbarach, Adricheni ba'amitecha, take me to the truth, I want the truth. So Hashem Yitbarach is showing you the truth. So all of your suffering and all of your insultings and shame that you go through in life, that is the compliments from Hashem Yitbarach. That's the evidence that Hashem Yitbarach, He loves you. Because you're in that situation, you're in that condition. If you want to hear about it, if you want to admit, if you don't, that's your condition. You think that someone else is better than you. Your wife, she's rebuking you on your behavior to her, on the way that you disrespect her. Great. Your friend's wife, she's not rebuking him. Great. Does it mean that he's honoring his wife? Nonsense. He's not honoring her. She's just afraid of him. She's just not talking. She gave up on him. She said, I'm stuck with him. This is why she's not rebuking him. Because she hates him already. Because she's disgusted from him already. Because she doesn't have no hope that he's going to wake up one day. But your wife didn't give up on you, so she's screaming at you. I hate you, you disappointed me again, I need your help, what are you doing, you're lazy, whatever. Because she loves you. Hashem Yitbarach is showing to you how humble you're supposed to be because He wants you to get the truth. It's not that someone else is better than you, more successful than you. No, not at all. Not at all. Forget it. It's all Yetzer Hara that you're going to lose hope from yourself and fall to despair. To say, no, look at me. In this I'm a failure. In that I'm weak. In that I'm falling. In that I'm breaking. That I don't have the power. Here I lack of luck. Here I'm a failure. It's all imagination. The truth is that Hashem Yitbarach just opening your eyes and opening your heart to see and to recognize the truth. And to you, Hashem reveals His truth, that you need Him. So like we said, the faith and lack of hope, and the success and the failure, and life and death are playing in the same court, they're in the same point. In that point that you failed yesterday, in the exact same point you're going to succeed today. Yesterday you didn't have hope on that, and now you got stronger, and now you know that you're going to make it on the exact same point. Night and day are in the same surface, in the same place, they're playing in the same place. Between the suns, Ben Hashmashot, it's when this is coming, this is going. It's Mala'ach HaReva, when that kingship is falling, that kingship is rising, is coming back. So, you lack of hope, and you're far from purity, and you're the worst of them all, and you're in the lowest place of them all, and you can be Mashiach. You can grow from darkness, from the most rotten place in hell, from the lowest place, from rock bottom, from the swamps of hell. From there you're going to grow, and you're going to be the flower, the son of the nation. Your light going to rise and going to illuminate the world with the light of faith. Why? Because you're humble. Because you know exactly how far you are from the truth. And that's the only truth that there is. Because all of the arrogant people that think that they hold the truth, no, Likutei Moharan. You don't know what the Likutei Moharan is. Stop praising and being so arrogant. I'm learning Likutei Moharan. You don't understand what the Likutei Moharan means. You don't know what is it at all. You don't understand who are you. It's embarrassing to explode like that on everyone. I'm telling you, for my job is very hard. I'm rebuking everyone. I'm shooting everyone in their faces. The truth to their faces. Who do you think you are? Okay, so you're the biggest Admor, you're the biggest righteous man, really, you're holy, you never had no Pgam Abrit, you guard your eyes, you never saw a woman, you're like Rabbi Aaron HaGadol Mibelz, the greatest Rabbi Aaron Mibelz, great, okay, you never saw a woman in your life, amazing, great. Rabbi Nachman of Breslev, when he was with his wife 5 times, and he had 5 children, before he married his second wife, he sat with her, they wrote an agreement between them that they will never gonna be together. No intimate relationship. We were so holy. He was with his wife a number of times of the children that he had. Great. Even to you, Rabbi Nachman of Breslev, I have things to say. Even to that a huge Admor that learns Torah 24/7. I tell you, hey, why are you not knocking at my door in the middle of the night when I need help? Why, if you're such a millionaire, if you're so rich, you're not coming and helping all of the poor? Why, if you have such amazing shuls and funds of charity, and you're not helping us? Why people are walking in the streets of Tel Aviv ignorant, doesn't know anything about the Creator, and you know so much? You don't understand that something is wrong with you? If you know so much, and your brothers, and I'm not talking about your brothers that you don't have no blood connection to them. I'm talking about your family, your grandchildren that fell from Hasidut. I'm talking about all of those poor guys, Shababnikim, that are walking in the streets, that are walking in midnight in the middle of Mea Sha'arim looking for internet, for Wi-Fi. I'm talking about those poor guys that are drinking alcohol in the middle of the night, and next day in the yeshivot they're stoned, don't know what to do with themselves, with their hands in their pockets. I'm talking about those poor guys. What about them? So we have a complaint, and we're allowed to complain. We're not working for no one. We're not rabbis. We're not part of no system. We are rebels. We are the rebels. Emunah rebel. That's who we are. We're fighting. We're shooting to every direction, like Moshe Rabbeinu. There was no point in heaven that he wasn't shooting his arrows of tefillah. We're talking to Hashem Yitbarach. I told you 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I was standing in front of Hashem Yitbarach and I was fighting with him. I was rebuking him. I was telling him exactly what I have to say. And suddenly that imaginary fear from heaven came to me, that Yetzer Hara, and told me, hey, what are you doing? How are you talking to Hashem? I forgot that Moshe Rabbeinu was fighting with Hashem Yitbarach even worse than I did. That when Hashem Yitbarach said to Moshe Rabbeinu, I'm killing them, Moshe Rabbeinu told him, if you want to kill them, kill me first. I forgot that. I forgot that Hashem Yitbarach is telling Moshe Rabbeinu, look, I'm sending my angel to escort the nation to Eretz Israel. Moshe Rabbeinu is telling him, look, if you're not coming yourself, we're not moving anywhere. I forgot that. I had the Yetzer Hara that made me forget that you have to tell Hashem Yitbarach the truth. And I started to be afraid, maybe you're too rude, maybe you're talking too hard, maybe you remember who you're talking to. And then I said to Hashem, what do you want me to lie? What can you do to me? What, you're going to kill me? So kill me. And what do you think I'm going to tell you in heaven? Okay, I'll see you in heaven in 2 minutes from now. What's going to happen? You think I'm going to change my word over there? I'm going to apologize on the way that I was talking to you. Here I'm doing my Hitbodedut anyway in the cemetery of Rabbi Nachman in Bnei Brak. I'm ready to die. What do you want? I'm looking for the right spot. Yeah, I'm going to change my words in heaven. I'm going to lie to Hashem over there. What I'm going to do? I'm gonna flatter him. I'm gonna ask him, please, no. I was going in the middle of the night in the cemetery of Har HaMenuchot, and I went to big, huge righteous people, to Rav Moshe Feinstein, to Rav Aaron Mibels, to Rav Avram Sternartz, to Rav Aaron Kotler, to all of those righteous people in the Chelkat Admurim over there, to the grandson of Rav Aaron Mikarlin, that his name was also Rav Aaron Mikarlin. And I was going to all of those righteous people and to a lot of Sfaradim Mekubalim that are buried over there. And I was shaking their tombstones. I was fighting with them. I told them, what do you think for yourself? That you're going to rest in peace now in heaven? Everything's okay? Everything is great? Who's going to take care of your children? Who's going to take care of your grandchildren? You're in heaven and that's it, and everything is cool. How can you stay in heaven? How can you live in heaven? How can you have heaven when your brothers are suffering? You have a poor family that is suffering from poverty, that you never cannot imagine poverty like that, and you're going to sit with your thousands of shekels in your home, on your sofa, with your face to the huge screen, watching news, holy news. What are you doing with your life? I'm not up to live my life under that fog of lies, after that screen of smoke, of imaginary fake world. I'm not going to do that. I hear the screaming that is coming from inside, from all of those poor souls that are screaming, we want justice, we want the truth, we want revenge, we want Hashem, we want justice, we want the truth, we want revenge. Everyone going to ask. They want money, they deserve money. They want children, they deserve children. They want a house, they deserve to have a house. They want revenge. If someone disrespected them, if someone insulted them, if someone broke their bones, if someone took advantage of their weaknesses, they deserve to have revenge. Kel nekamot Hashem, kel nekamot Ofia. Where are you, Hashem? You want me to be quiet, to fill my mouth with water? I'm not working for no one. I'm not politically correct. I'm not part of the Rabbanut, not part of the Datzbada Charedit. I'm not part of Judaism, not part of Breslev, not part of Klum. I was in the army, I gave 3 years to the army, I'm fighting. I don't care about whatever you have to say. I'm fighting with everyone. You want me to lie? For what? For who? For the honor of the rabbis, of the rabbunes, the rabbanim. They left us behind and went to be rabbis. If they left me behind and left my wife behind, so who cares about them? If there was a Rebbetzin that when I spoke to her and I told her about my wife's condition and I told her I'm afraid on my wife, I'm afraid that she's going to hurt herself. And I'm talking about a few years ago. And that woman looked at me and she couldn't care less. And she didn't move the finger to help us. She didn't care about us. Bottom line, Shura Tachtona, she didn't care about us at all. Should I respect her because people call her Rebbetzin? I will never gonna respect her. Because I saw that she could help my wife and she chose not to move a finger. And even worse than that. So what? Because people are gonna respect her and gonna call her the Rebbetzin, the Rebbetzin, the Rebbetzin. The world is full with rabbits. I don't care about those rabbits. I'm going for the souls. I'm going for the neshamot, for the poor neshamot. The poor neshamot that are under the wheels of the cars that been crushed in the exile. Who cares about rabbitzins and rabbis and titles and names and you don't know who that is. Who is he? Flesh and bones. He can find himself stuck 2 hours in the bathroom like every other person in the world. No, but you don't know who was his grandfather. Who was his grandfather? Who cared about his grandfather? I'm going to say Tehillim Li'ilui Nishmatov, his grandfather. Who cares about his grandfather? Thank you. You're learning Torah. B'shar koach. Praise the Lord. Who cares about those imaginations? You have souls. People are suffering. People don't have food for Shabbat. People don't have food baskets for Pesach. People don't know what to do with themselves. Don't have how to pay their mortgage, how to pay their rent. People don't have schools for their children. People are walking with their children in the streets, afraid from Misrad HaRavacha that the government will not going to take their children from them. I'm going to think about honoring rabbis. The rabbis are not honoring their students, so how are the students going to honor the rabbis? Every rabbi have 50 houses, have 20 mansions, and flying around to do the kiruv, zikuy arabim. Imaginations, liars, bunch of liars. What do you want us to do? To work for who? To shut our mouths for what? For the sake of the truth, we're going to fight everyone. We're going to rebuke everyone. We're going to say the truth. And if you want to talk, come. The center is open. Let's sit. Let's talk. We're not afraid of people. We're not afraid, not from rabbis, not from... We love Hashem. That's your problem with us, that we love Hashem. We're not afraid of you. We're not afraid of anyone. This is why I'm not afraid of the Yetzer Hara. What can Yetzer Hara do to me? Can you tell me what Yetzer Hara can do to me? What can he do? He can kill me. Okay, so I'll die. What's going to happen next? Okay, what's next? Who cares about that? Who cares about that? What? I'm going to be weak. I'm not going to complete. Okay, so I'm not. Who cares? I'm trying. At least I know that I died in the war. I'd rather to die in the war than to live my life as a liar. And you need to listen to me. I'm telling you, listen. Each and every one of you need to understand that point. You need to stand up and to be who that you are and to go, and you have a mission. And that mission is to fight and to make a revolution in the world. To make a revolution. What do you want all of your life? You're taking care of yourself on your paycheck, your payroll, on what's going to happen with you, on your car, and replacing the van, and buying a house, and a bigger apartment, and investing your money in another sofa, and another screen TV, and another imagination, and replacing and changing the phone every year, every month, and upgrading your computer at 15, and 16, and 17, and you're flying, and what's going on with you? No, the world is in hell. People, not Jews, people far, people from hell are screaming the truth in a higher level than the highest rabbis and the holiest rabbis and Talmidei Chachamim of the Jewish nation in this generation. Rappers from hell are screaming the truth that the world is messed up, and rabbis are sitting with their suits, expensive suits, in Sudot Mitzvah, and eating their fish and kiggle gently. What's that lie? I'd rather to be with those non-Jews and to scream to Hashem Yitbarach from the depths of hell, and to scream to Hashem Yitbarach what the hell is going on here, than to sit with all of those important rabbis and to make a motzi like that quietly, and to clean my beard and fix my mustache. What's that lie? What's that fake? That's fake. You want to be a man of truth? A man of truth, he is walking in the middle of the night in the streets like Rabbi Aryeh Levine, and knocking on doors, and like the Chazon Ish, and opening and looking and checking what's going on in this house. Do you need something for Pesach? Knocking on doors and asking, what do you need? How can I help you? Making phone calls to people and rebuking the cheap rich people. You're saving your money for what? Last day of your life can be 1 hour from now. Last day of your life, judgment day for you, can be 1 hour from now, 1 minute from now. You're saving your money for what? For your next trip to Miami, for what? You need to have money for the next time you're going to be in Vegas, for what? For what? You're Jewish. You have brothers, you have sisters that are in hell. You have people that are being raped on daily basis. You have people that are drinking alcohol every day because they cannot stand the trauma, the suffering, the abusing that they went through in school and in high school and in yeshivot and in midrashot, been raped by the rabbis, in the mikveh. Today I heard the story. The whole family went straight to hell. Why? Because the father wanted to be righteous, so he sent his son to a yeshiva, and in the yeshiva, someone played with his son. Great. Great. And when he tried to talk about it with the chief rabbi, so they told him that if you're going to open his mouth, so they're going to kick all of his children from school. And when that son heard that his father was so insulted in school, so he took his kippah and threw it to hell. And after him, all of his other brothers went with him straight to hell. And I'd rather to be with them in hell than in that horrible yeshiva. I'd rather to hang with those guys in hell than to learn in Torah in that yeshiva. I will never gonna put my footstep in that yeshiva ever, not in this world and not in the world to come. And I'm gonna drink tequila and vodka and Sprite and Pepsi, and I'm gonna drink whiskey with those guys in hell. And I'm gonna feel good with myself that at least I was with my brothers in the exile. Betoch ami anochi yoshevet. And not gonna lie to myself that I'm learning Torah. Do you know the purpose of the Torah? You know why the Torah been given to us? You know why Moshe Rabbeinu went and decided not to eat and not to drink for 40 days and not to sleep for 40 days? Try that. Let's talk in 40 days from now. Let's decide we're not eating and not drinking and not sleeping for 40 days. Let's take that. Let's decide. Let's do it. All of us together. Let's decide. From now on, we're not eating and not drinking and not sleeping for 40 days. Let's make a meeting here in 40 days. And then we're going to understand something. When Rabbi Natan wrote the Likutei Tfilot, the huge book of prayers of Rabbi Natan, the famous Likutei Tfilot of Rabbi Natan, there was one person that was fighting with him all of his life. For Kata Cholkim, he was arguing with Rabbi Natan all of his life. When he saw the book Likutei Tfilot, the people that were there testified. He was shaking. He said, I never saw prayers like those been written ever before. He said, it's higher than the Tehillim. He said, it's higher than the Tehillim of David HaMelech. He said, that book been written from a person that his guts were full with fire and on an empty stomach. He wrote that book. You cannot write those books while you're eating Sudot Mitzvah. And you know what? You're going to say, oh no, I know a famous Admor that he's fasting. Every week he's fasting. I despise that. I disrespect that. Go eat a burger and go talk to the guys in the streets. Yeah, you want to save people. Where are you going to save people? Where are the people? People are in hell. People are in hell. Yesterday night I spoke to a friend of mine in the phone at night. The man is dead. His wife, she's killing him. She's killing him and he wants Hashem and he wants Hashem. You know how many students like those I have? You know how many people are in touch with me like that in that situation? They want Hashem and they cannot find Him. And they're not giving up. They want Hashem and they're poor and they don't have houses and they're lost. And they want to make Aliyah and they don't have a clue and they want to convert. Hundreds of people wants to convert and don't know how to do that. The rabbis are too busy in rejecting them and keeping the halakha, keeping them out. No, he's more Jewish than you. Wake up. You don't know who is he. You don't know who that person is. You think that he's a ger that wants to convert. He's a Jew. I know about a person, a friend of us was learning with us in the yeshiva. He went to the Biale Rebbe. His wife, she was a convert. He was a convert. They went to the Biale Rebbe. Biale Rebbe said, your wife, she never was supposed to make a conversion. She's Jewish. You don't know. I have a friend, he knows that his grandmother, she was Jewish. He knows that his mother, she's Jewish. He knows it. Just, she doesn't have the papers. She came from the Holocaust. She lost her mind in the Holocaust and she haven't kept the documents. So she doesn't have no religion. So he needs to convert. And they're not accepting him. They don't let him convert. The person is a Jew and they don't let him convert. Great! You think that the rabbi is going to be able to talk? Someone going to let them open their mouth in court in heaven in judgment day? Insulting and hurting the emotions of that poor person? That live all of his life in the feeling that he's rejected, that he's not part of Jewish nation, and he's a Jew. Who we need to blame? The rabbis that are charging, the rabbis that have a line, that they're accepting the people only between 9 to 3, only in their office, only if you fill those documents, only if your children are in Jewish school, only if this, only if that. Great, no problem. You're also going to meet Borei Olam, the Creator, after 120. And you're not afraid of Him. I do. You're not afraid of Him. You don't afraid of Him. Because you follow the halakha. And you think the halakha going to protect you in Judgment Day. The halakha going to take your head off in Judgment Day. The halakha going to take you out from Am Yisrael after 120. If you insulted your friend in public one time, you don't have a share in the world to come. What rabbi is going to do? If you hurt one of your students, you insulted your student once in front of people, that's it. You don't have a share in the world to come. What are you going to do? You cannot do anything. You cannot do anything. If you let those people suffer, כל הרואה את חברו בצרה ואינו עוזרו, כאילו הוא עשה לו את הצרה. If you see a friend in some kind of suffering, in trouble, and you're not helping him, it's count like that you made that trouble for him. They kick him now from the house, and you didn't help him, and you're able to. And you know you're able to. and you're not, it's like that you kicked him out from the house. And if you see people that don't have bread for Shabbat, and if you see children that are walking with their shoes torn, and they don't have clothes for Shabbat, and they don't have food on their tables, and you know that you can help them, and you're not, it counts like you done that trouble to them. You made them suffer. You made them cry. And there are people that are crying every day. And the rabbis are learning and teaching and preaching and learning halachot. Messed up rabbis, not real rabbis. Those are not the leaders of Am Yisrael. Leaders of Am Yisrael, it's people that are not letting themselves fall asleep until they know they fixed everything. I'm not praising myself, I'm just telling you, I am doing everything that I can do. That's what I'm revealing to you. My wife asked me today, this morning, she asked me, who you were talking to in the middle of the night? I told her there was a person, I promised to him I'm going to call him, and I forgot to call him before of the Hitbodedut. I didn't forget to call him before of the Hitbodedut. I was calling 7 other people before of the Hitbodedut, that they were first in line. And then I done my Hitbodedut. And then when I came back home, I said, oh, you forgot to call him. So I called him. It was 2:54. What can I do? AM. And then I started to talk to him about Shalom Bayit. And he's telling me over the phone, I'm sorry that I'm taking your time. I'm sorry, I know it's late. I told him, no, move on, let's talk. What's going on? Who's got time to you do the apologizing and honor? Let's talk. I'm here for you. What do you need? Oh, so I'm going to sleep in less 1 hour. So I'm going to sleep 1 hour tonight. Who cares about that? So I'm going to struggle in the morning to open my eyes. So who cares about that? If you want to serve Hashem Yitbarach, so serve. If you want the truth, so seek for the truth, so find the truth. And don't lie to yourself. And being religious, and being a rabbi, and being important, being a Talmid Chacham. Imaginations, it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a fake, it's fake. The truth, if you love Am Yisrael, go help them. Do whatever it takes to help them. You love them or you're just talking? What I'm going to tell you. It's not the beginning of what that I have to say. It's not even the introduction. Yesterday night, I opened the Likutei Moharan after I was finishing talking to that friend. I opened the Likutei Moharan, looking for some healing for my nefesh, for my soul. And I opened the Likutei Moharan, in this page, in the introduction of the second part of Likutei Moharan, and I see that Rabbi Nachman is writing that we need to let all of Anshe Shlomenu, all of our friends, to know that Rabben, the one that are thirsty to hear his words and they want all with their eyes to see what he wrote, they need to know that Rabbeinu is so high and so huge and so amazing, and that Rabbeinu's advice are the health for everyone, and we cannot talk about it anymore until to praise Rabbeinu, how huge Rabbeinu was, and his advice are so deep and coming in. And I'm trying to understand, Hashem, what do you want from me? What's my connection? That's what I open in praising Rabbeinu. Okay, what's the message? And then it's written, the last line over there, Ad nizke la'alot leTzion bevina b'mera b'yameinu amen. Until we're going to have the zchut to make aliyah, that all of Am Yisrael are going to come to Eretz Yisrael, to live in Jerusalem, fast in our days, amen. And then I said, okay, so now I understand, that's my point. Okay, now I understand why. I need to help everyone to do aliyah. I need to bring all of Am Yisrael to Eretz Yisrael. So I said to Borei Olam, Borei Olam, Show me what's my connection to that. Are you telling me that? This is really the message that you're telling me? That's my point here? That I need to bring all of Am Yisrael to make Aliyah, to come to live in Eretz Yisrael? And then I took my eyes up and I see the word Hakdama. What's Hakdama? You have Hey and Hey, and you have Cassouto Dror Moshe. Hashem, Hashem, and Cassouto Dror Moshe. Hakdama. Yes. I am the preparation. I am the Hakdama. Hashem is in my right side and Hashem is on my left side. And I'm standing in the middle and I'm telling you, you need to prepare yourself to do Aliyah. You need to come to Eretz Yisrael. That's Hakdama. That's the message of Hashem Yitbarach to me. All of Am Yisrael need to come to live here. And people are not able. Okay, so we need to qualify. We need to fix ourselves. We need to fix the land. We need to fix everything for them to come. And the ones that are going to take the message and going to walk and going to work on themselves and going to make it. And the ones that are going to decide to argue and to fight, I don't want to tell you what's going to happen with them. But they won't be so happy. But at least we have to put all of our effort to save as many Jews as we can. As many people as we can. Because you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know, maybe that person thinks that he's a goy and he's Jewish. You don't know, maybe he's about to convert and you're going to be an Admor. Rabbi Akiva was a son of converts. Rabbi Akiva was Ben Gerim. Now, someone going to talk about Rabbi Akiva? Someone can say one bad word on Rabbi Akiva? We sat here in Shabbat. We had in the minyan 3 converts in the minyan. So all of them named Ben Avraham, the son of Avraham. And it was weird because we're calling La Aliyah La Torah, one person is Ben Avraham, great. Second person, Ben Avraham, great. Third person, Ben Avraham, wonderful. And then suddenly you see the 4th person is also Ben Avraham, 5th person also. Ani Dror Moshe Ben Avraham, Chaim Ben Avraham, Ovadia Ben Avraham, the Wazir Zechariah Ben Avraham. 4 of us were not converts, and we all Ben Avraham. We were 7 people here, or 8 people here, that all named Ben Avraham. And you see that Hashem Yitbarach is just opening your eyes to see what's the difference. Who you think you are? You need to remember that Gerim Haytem Be'eretz Mitzrayim, that you're a convert. Rabbi Nachman in Likutei Halachot, every time that he's talking about Baal Tshuva or a convert, he's bringing them together. And that's the aspect of converts and Baal Tshuva. That's the inyan, that's the bchina of Gerim ve'Baal Tshuva. Lasot Gerim ve'Baal Tshuva. Gerim ve'Baal... It's one thing. What's the difference? Do you feel more Jewish than him? Do you feel more Jewish than... I don't feel more Jewish than no one else. Rabbeinu HaKadosh asked how I'm going to become to be a Jew. The Pisyanter Rebbe said, I need now to go and to deep in the intention of conversion, tefillah, to be Jewish, to become Jewish, because I can't find my soul. Pisyanter Rebbe, yes, he needs to convert. What do you want? You want to argue with him now? Machloket on the Pisyanter Rebbe. Great. Gerim Haytem Be'eretz Mitzrayim. Hashem picked us up from hell, from the swamps of hell. Between the crocodiles, between the gangsters, between the prostitutes, and from the drugs and money and alcohol and lies and scams and guns and rifles and violence and movies, and we all came from there. What's the difference? He's convert. So what? And you what? A pathetic Baal Tshuva that is looking for someone to rescue him, to save his life. So what? And Hashem Yitbarach, He loves everyone. And Hashem Yitbarach, He cares about everyone. Probably my beard is going to be white a long time before the salvation will come. Ana Hashem Hashiana. Thank you very much. Chazak Baruch.